Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today we are playing another episode of Offroad Outlaws. And in today's episode, we are customizing two barn finds that we do have. We're going to be customizing the Ford Deluxe and the Willys Jeep. So yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing today, and we're also going to be adding a new vehicle to the collection, so stay tuned for that. And also, if you guys do enjoy, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to never miss another video. And also, we're getting so close to 25 subscribers, so please make sure to hit that subscribe button so then you guys never miss another upload from me. And let's get straight into the video.
I'm on the bed, don't want no flowers cause they simple pain. You don't look sad and wait, I see you smiling so I can't stand on you.
So first things first, obviously, I'm going to go ahead and first do the new vehicle that we're going to add to the collection. So I'm going to go to trucks, and the vehicle that we're going to be doing today is the old Bronco. It's going to be this one right here. The 13th vehicle. I let Google decide which vehicle I'd want to pick. So it is going to be this old Bronco here. So hopefully you guys will like me building this Bronco. So yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and buy it for 25 grand. And here we go. Here's the Bronco right here. So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade it, and I'll see you guys in the customizations. Alright, so here we are in the customizations. So for the body, what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to be doing this bumper right here. And then for the rear bumper, we're going to be putting this bumper on it like that. And then we don't have a cage on it, so that's good. And I think we might want to cut the fenders off maybe. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and cut off the fenders like that. And the running board, we're not going to have a running board. And the roof light, I think we don't have a roof light, so we're going to put the roof light off. We don't have a horn on it, we don't have a snorkel on it, and we don't have a spare wheel holder as well. Now the exhaust pipes, we're going to do the belly dump exhaust right there like that. We don't have a windshield protection or protection plates or a jack, but we do have a winch as well, and we do have front lights as well. And the lights are going to be white like that. We don't have a gun rack, but we do have a repair pack as well in the back. You can see in the window. And we also will have mirrors on it. No, we won't. Okay, there we go. So that's all the customizations done for the body. Now the paint, on the other hand, is going to be, next we're going to move on to the rims. So the rims, they're going to be something a little like this. This is what the rims are going to look like. And they're going to be like a tan color. So if I can try to get to the tan color, so like a yellow almost, like that. So that's the rim color for that. So I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side. But you guys don't have to do anything with the bead. I mean, you can black it out if you wanted to, but I'm not going to do anything to the bead or bead lock it or anything. So the bead's up to you if you guys want to match the same color as the rims, but I'm going to go ahead and do the rear, and I'll see you guys over at the tire selection. Alright, so now that we're in the tire section, I'm going to go ahead and choose the rock tires like this. So we're going to go ahead and do the 12,000 tires here. And we're already at 31 grand, so this is going to be a little bit of an expensive build for us today, so yeah, sorry guys. And then now we're going to move on to the paint. So we're going to use the trick that I use for any type of build and for the paint. And we're going to be doing a dark blue like that for like a military look, kind of. So it's going to be kind of like a very dark blue like that with like tan wheels, with tan rims and rock crawl and rock tires as well. So it's going to be looking something like that. And we don't have any decals, but if you guys do, feel free to add anything to this vehicle that you want. But this is basically just what I'm going to add to it. And obviously, we're going to have the suspension maxed out as well. So I'm going to go ahead and buy this, 31 grand. And there we go. So here's the new Bronco that we're going to be adding to the game. At least I think it's a Bronco. I'm not too sure, but I think it is. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to the tuning. So now the tune suspension. Let me check real quick what the suspension is actually. Alright, so now that I found out what the suspension is, so the axis width is going to be 0.2, so if I click on this, or tap on this. I'm gonna basically just tap until it gets to, you know what, let's go to 0.4, just because, I mean, the suspensions are a little bit different, because I'm actually using a, the new 2021 Ford Bronco for this build, but I decided, well, you know what, let's switch it up a little bit. So the suspension for the axis width is gonna be 0.4, and then the leaf spring, basically, I'm gonna just max out everything. Now you guys can do whatever you guys want, but I'm gonna go ahead and just max out everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and there we go. So I'm gonna basically do the same thing for the front, and there we go. So now what I'm gonna go ahead and do is wait. Before I continue, I actually have to get a new type of suspension. I have to get the Solid Axle Pro. Sorry, I have to. So that's the type of suspension that you want to use. You want to use the Solid Axle Pro for this build here, and you're gonna have to max out everything again. Sorry, you guys, you have to max out everything again. So the axis width is going to be, I guess, 0.1, I guess. So that's what I'm gonna go ahead and put it as, like that. So it's gonna be 0.1 instead of 0.4, because the suspension kind of screwed us up, but that's fine. So now what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna basically just max out everything, and I'll see you guys once I'm ready for the travel. Okay, so as you guys can see, the rear is up just a little bit for the rear, so we're gonna have to do something about that. But the travel is going to be at 51 exactly. So I'm gonna go ahead and tap my way there. There will be a little bit of scratching in the background. I'm sorry for that, guys. But I'm gonna go ahead and put the travel at 51 for both sides of the vehicle, like this, and so since the suspension is kind of like this, where it's kind of angled, I'm gonna go ahead and make the stiffness up just a little bit in the front, so then it's something like that. If I go ahead and go to 20 like that, there we go. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm gonna go ahead and do axle and brake type both at 1, just so then we can get that maxed out feel like that as well. Look at that. That looks pretty sick already. Now, I know this is looking at like a little bit of a weird build, and we're probably gonna have to move the axis width out just a little bit more, but we're gonna live for it like that for now. So now the rim size, we're gonna max out that, and then the wheel radius is going to be 1.2. So I'm gonna go ahead and tap my way to 1.2 like that, and then wheel radius in the back is gonna be at 1.2, just like that. And then the wheel width is going to be at 1.3. So we're gonna go ahead and put wheel width at 1.3 like that. If I go ahead and go 1.1, 1.2, 1.3 like that. Okay, and then I need to put the rim size in the back for max as well. So there we go. So now I'm gonna go ahead and put the axis width out just a little bit more, just like at 0.3. So you guys can do the exact same thing I'm doing, like that. And there we go. So that's basically what this Bronco is. It's just basically some suspension tuning and a little bit of customizing as well. So that's pretty cool too. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a dyno run. Just put perfect setup on it. Just run dyno and see what we get out of it. And let's go. Let's see. 705 horsepower, 1100 torque, 1200 torque actually. Never mind. And there we go. So basically, that's what the Bronco is. It's basically just some suspension tuning with some color changes and the rims as well. So yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy that little build session with the Bronco. So now let's go ahead and move on to the barn finds, the Deluxe, and the Jeep. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the Jeep first because I'm really excited about this build for the Jeep. Now, I don't have this on the blue phone that I have for the Jeep, for the Bronco. I have this on a piece of paper all written out nice and neat, so I'll be able to go off of that. So Basically the customizations for this, we leave the bumper out like this. I think the cage, we don't have a cage, we don't have a running board, no snorkel, no horn, and no spare wheel. But the exhaust pipes, we put the double straight exhausts in the back like that. No windshield protection. Well, we do have a windshield protection. We don't have it cut, but we do have it like that. We don't have a jack. We do have a winch, though. I think front lights. We don't have a front light. I don't think. I was building this really late at night, so I don't really remember how I built this. So the bumper's like this. I think. So the bumper's like this, I think. And then the we don't have any of that stuff. The exhaust pipes are the straight double exhaust in the back. We do have a windshield, so we keep that on. We do have a jack. The front lights, we do have front lights, and we do also have white headlights as well. We do have a repair pack too, and we also put the mirrors on there as well, like that. Now I know this is looking like a little bit of a weird build, but this is also gonna make a lot of sense throughout today's video. So make sure to stick around to the end of this. I'm gonna go ahead and go with I think so the rims that I went with were these rims. We went with these rims here. So they're the 4000 rims. They're these rims right here. And then the bead was completely blacked, I think, like that. And I think we had the bead block as well. Wait, no, that was on a different one. So there we go. So those are the rims. And then the tires, we have these tires on there like that. We have the mudding tires like that. Okay, so guys, I'm sorry, I messed up. So the only thing I messed up was the exhaust pipe. So it's the single exhaust, straight exhaust in the back like that, and that's basically all it is. I do have I forgot I had all the customizations and stuff on this paper in front of me, so I'm sorry about that. Anyways, back to the customizations. So we got the tires perfect like that, and we don't have a wrap as well. And let's move on to the decals. Now I do have a saved set for the decals, so I'll go ahead and load up the Jeep. So I'll load that up, and there we go. So this is the wrap that we're gonna be using for today. So I put redneck on the side there like that, and I put 4x4 off-road there, and I put the American flag, that ripped American flag, on the hood, and then I put 4x4 off-road on the same side as well. So that's basically what that is just some decals. It is 4 out of 4 layers as well, so you don't have to spend any gold, so that's pretty good as well. So there we go. So that's all the customizations done. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy that for 2,500, and there we go. And this thing's already completely maxed out. This thing's got completely engine powers maxed out, grips maxed out, weight, and it's diesel swapped as well. It does have an e-brake, and the turbo's maxed out on it as well. So now let's move on to the tuning, the tuning suspension part. So for the axis width, the axis width is 0.4. So there we go, and I'm gonna do the same exact thing on the other side, like that. There we go, and then I'm gonna basically just max out the suspension as well. There we go. So now the travel on this is going to be at it's going to be at 50. So I'm going to go ahead and move this up to 50. So there we go. The travel is going to be at 50 like that. Now this thing is looking pretty weird so far. It's got some small tires. It's got a high lift. But promise me, you guys, this thing is going to look sick. So now the wheels and tires. So we're going to move to rim size. It's going to be 1.1 like that. That came a little quick. And then it's going to be the same thing on the back side like that. And then the wheel radius is going to be at 1.2. So let me move that to 1.2 like that. And wheel radius at 1.2 like that. There we go. So now the wheel width is going to be at 1.3. there we go. So now that we've got that done, so now we've got all the suspension done. So that's basically it. So that's all the customizations for the Jeep. So that's all the Jeep customizations for it. So that's basically it. So this thing is basically just a lot of suspension tuning, just like the Bronco, and it's also got some decals on it that makes it look pretty cool. And it's got the stock color, it's got the stock color on it as well, and it's also got the bumper on the front as well. I thought it had the stock bumper, but turns out that I didn't. It has the big bumper on there like that. So that's the new Jeep coming to us right there. So that's pretty cool as well. So now our final build for today is going to be the Ford Deluxe, which is probably going to be a pretty cool build as well. I've got a pretty cool plan for it too. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the customizations, and I'm going to go ahead and go to the body. So we're going to leave the front bumper stock. We're no running board, no roof light, no cage, no fend. We're going to do nothing to the fenders. So basically almost everything is going to be nothing. We don't have a winch, but we do have the lights for white as well. We do have a repair packet too, and the exhaust pipes, they're going to be the double exhausts in the back, I think. So we're going to add the double exhausts in the back, and we're not going to have mirrors as well. We're not going to have the tow mirrors. And then now, so that's all the customizations for the Deluxe, for the body, and then the paint. So it's going to be a glossy paint, so I'm going to make it just a little bit darker, just so then it's it's kind of got a little bit of a darker, lighter blue to it, so like that. There we go. And then the tires, so that, well now we got the rims. So the rims, they're going to be like this, and they're going to be blacked out like that, but they're going to be metallic. So we're going to put metallic black rims, we're going to put those rims on there. And then the bead's going to be white, and it's going to be bead locked. And I'll show you guys why it has to be bead locked in a second. So then metallic for the bead lock, and it has to be white. Well, the bead lock has to stay mate, and it has to be bead locked, but the spoke has to be metallic, and it has to be black, like that. There we go. And then now we got the tires. So we're going to put the drag slicks on there like that. And there we go. So now we got the decals. And also, as you guys saw, we do have a deluxe thing for it as well. And there it is. So we got 57 on both sides, like it was an old race car. And an old race car that got restored. And we also have stripes going down through the middle. So it kind of looks like it was an old race car that got restored by us. And it also has 57 supporting our number for us as well, so that's pretty cool too. So I really like this build. It's a really cool build. It's got 57 both sides, just like a racing vehicle, so it supports my number and our number as well. So that's pretty cool too. So this vehicle is pretty cool. It looks like a race vehicle, and it's also it's a very cool vehicle nonetheless. And it also costs 25 grand. So I'm gonna go ahead and click that, and there we go. So now in the tune suspension, we're not gonna do anything with the suspension. We're basically just gonna max out this. We're just basically gonna do stuff with the leaf springs, the shocks, and the shock size, and the spring brackets as well. And that's basically all we're gonna do to it, because I mean, I don't want to make it all weird and stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to shock size, shocks 2, and the spring bracket's going to be, spring bracket upper mount is going to be 2 at 1 as well. And then now we got the wheels and tires. So now the rim size, it's going to be maxed out as well. So then it's kind of like white walls basically, almost. So yeah, so that's basically it. So we got white walls on the race vehicle, on the deluxe. And we've got the drag slicks on it as well. Now the wheel width in the rear, I might make that just a little bit more, so then it actually looks like a race vehicle. So I'm going to go to 1.3 on it like that. So it's kind of something like that. And I'm also going to put the axis width out just a little bit in the rear like that. So then it's kind of something like that. There we go. That looks a lot better. That looks really good too. Okay, so now the axis width is going to be moved out just a little bit like that for 0.1, and there we go. And I'm also gonna make the front wheel. I'm also gonna make that just a little bit thicker at 1.1 as well. There we go. So that's it for the Deluxe. Now this Deluxe looks really cool. It looks really sleek. And we also got the Bronco here. We got the off-roading Bronco here. We got the Ford Deluxe. And then we got the Willys Jeep, which also looks very sick as well. And then we also got the Mustang, the Barracuda, and the Go-Kart as well. So guys, if you guys did enjoy, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Make sure to get me to 25 subscribers. I've been working really hard on this channel and on these videos. So make sure to give me a subscribe so then you guys never miss another video. And I'll hopefully catch you guys next time in a brand new video. Until then, peace out.